Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. That also means it's anti-procrastination day. This is the day of the week that we work on something we've been putting off. For some of you, that may be doing a regular routine, such as your morning routine or your before bed routine. For others of you, it might mean decluttering, shining your sink, getting dressed to the shoes. There's lots of things that you guys have shared with me that you've procrastinated doing. And it's that first step. You just need to take it. I wrote this morning on the blog about how you measure success because I've had several emails from ladies who feel like they're not a success at the end of the week if they've not checked off everything that I've put down for zone missions or home blessings. And if you are increasing what you're doing each week and you're showing progress, no matter how slow, then you're a success. If you are able to just maintain your house for a week with a lot of things going on, that's a success. So I don't want you guys to feel bad on Friday when you look at that list and go, oh, I did not do all 5 zone missions. It's okay. Some weeks you may only get to do 1 or 2. Then the next week try to get 3. The next week 4. That's why the Fly Lady has us practice a habit of the month each month. It's to give us that time to practice things slowly, not stress ourselves out and go crazy. Good morning, Susan. Thanks for joining me today. You guys pop in down here and let me know who's here today. Your zone mission today is one that could take you a really long time for some of you. For others of you, it's a short mission. I don't want you to spend more than 15 minutes on this mission though. So you're going to have to contain yourself and not pull out too much stuff. I want you to declutter some stuff in the bottom of your closet and then organize it a little bit. I don't want you to pull every single thing out that's down there because that's going to take you too long to deal with. Good morning, Yvette. Good morning, Joanne. She says that she hates gathering trash and recyclables to put together and into the trash. She says she wishes she could pay an 8-year-old kid to do it for her. Well, I will say I am blessed that the boys take out the trash for me most of the time, and they always do the sorting of my recyclables. So I do have that, but then again, I have to feed all of them too. Good morning, Merritt and Leisha and Patty. Thanks for joining me today. Glad y'all are here. So back to talking about your closet. Sometimes the bottom of our closet becomes that catch-all because we can just kind of throw things in there, shut the door, and move on. So I want you to just open the closet door carefully because sometimes things fall out at us, and just grab some things and decide, okay, do I need to keep these? Is there a better place to keep it than just stuffed down in the bottom of my closet? And then I want you to organize it a little bit better. I know that we end up with things down in there we don't even remember that we have because they get buried. They get tumbled around and we throw more stuff on top of it. And then we look for something and it just becomes a mess. So set the timer. I don't want you to spend a long time on this, but I want you to do some decluttering in that closet. Take care of that floor. Good morning, Mary and Lori. Thanks for joining me today. Leisha says, I had a pile of clothes not in her room but tossed on the floor. And she even decided to let go of a skirt she didn't like. Good morning, Connie. She's going out for a walk after this. I've had my morning run and it was hot and humid, so it's a short run today, and then I went to the pool and did some laps to cool off. So I've had my exercise, done my morning routine, I'm dressed to the shoes. My next thing after this is to start a load of laundry. So I've got that planned. Dinner tonight is going to be a cheeseburger bake, so I may go ahead and mix that up and put it in the refrigerator. So the only thing I have to do at 4 o'clock is stick it in the oven to bake for dinner. But I've got some leftover meat that I want to use up for the boys, and they like the cheeseburger bake because I use a recipe that's low carb and it's high in cheese and meat, and that makes them happy. So for any of you who follow Trim Healthy Mama, it's their cheeseburger bake recipe. So it's one of those quick and easy things, and it helps me utilize my leftovers. And then I'll serve a salad on the side and probably sweet potatoes because I'm still doing the gluten-free. And I'm mostly vegetarian. I had some meat over the weekend with the wedding and celebrating, so I don't get too excited about, just staying completely vegetarian and plant-based. But for the most part, I'm 80% at least, maybe even 90% plant-based eating. So I think that's a good balance for me for the amount of activities I have. The other thing I want to remind you guys about is drinking your water. It's very hot for me in the South right now, and I've actually upped my intake of water each day because I'm sweating more. The heat and humidity take it out of me, and I want to make sure that I'm not dehydrated. So I've actually upped my water to 100 ounces a day, and that's a good amount for me. I have 1 cup of black coffee in the morning when I get up, and the rest of the day is just water. And that's pretty much how I roll. Sometimes I may throw a little lemon or lime in my water, but I don't do any sugar drinks and no soft drinks, no juices or any of that. So I want you guys to pick that area in your house today that you've been avoiding, and that could be in your bedroom, and spend 10 minutes on that today for your anti-procrastination project. So you can combine your zone mission for anti-procrastination day, or you can do something else that you've been putting off. Because I know there are some of you who have put off the swish and swipe. You've put off doing a routine. You've put off clearing a hot spot. So I want you to pick one of those and do it today. Leisha says she was actually thirsty this morning. Yes, I keep my water bottle refilled throughout the day right now. And if we leave the house, I remind everybody to grab a water bottle and make sure it's filled up and got a little ice in it, because it's just terribly hot right now. It's actually hotter now than it was 2 years ago and last summer at this time for us in North Carolina. So I'm really making sure that we stay on top of things, staying hydrated, especially since the boys are doing basketball camp this week. They're expending a little more energy and a little more sweat, so I want to make sure they're getting their water in. Mary says those stinking hot spots. Yeah, hot spots develop. They develop in my house because people come into the house with stuff in their hands and they drop them. They may do something in the house and leave things pulled out. So I remind them each day to pick up behind themselves, and then I deal with hot spots that are my responsibility. So they never go away completely. If you go to bed and you don't have any raging hot spots, you get up the next morning and there'll probably be one. In my house, people get up and eat during the middle of the night, so I can usually tell. I want you guys to have a fantastic anti-procrastination day. Drop me a note down here in the comments later today and let me know that you've worked on your thing that you've been procrastinating. I'm going to start a load of laundry, and I'm going to mix up my cheeseburger bake. So those are my next 2 things to do. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you guys in the morning.